Cowboy wrestlers had a great weekend in the state of Iowa. Went to and wrestled Northern Iowa. I tell you, Northern Iowa was very, very good on Friday, and then finished their weekend on Sunday at Iowa State, a club that had a couple of wrestlers out, but still a very, very, very good club. Northern Iowa, man, they got ahead of Oklahoma State 22-14, and then Oklahoma State had to rally. Troy Spratley, it was a good weekend for him. Spratley had lost his last couple of matches. He won both of his matches this weekend, so that was a good weekend for him. Troy Spratley beat Trevor Anderson 10-5 in his first match, and then Oklahoma State lost the next three. So Oklahoma State on Friday comes out, gets the win with Troy Spratley, loses 3 matches in a row. Cale Hughes gave up actually a major decision to Julian Farber at 133. That score was 13-4. Then Tajan Jamison and Carter Young both lost. So whenever you looked up, the Cowboys were losing in the match, down 10-3 early on. I'd say match in the duel, and then that's when OSU reeled off 3 victories in a row in the Northern Iowa duel. They won 5 of their last 6 matches, and they were able to pull out a dual victory over a very scrappy Northern Iowa team by 9 points. Cameron Amin, Dean Hamady Jr. both won their matches on Friday via major decision. Wyatt Hendrickson and Dustin Plott both won by major decision. Wyatt Hendrickson then finished the night with a tech fall over the number 15 ranked heavyweight Lance Runyon of UNI to finish out the night. So I actually said Hendrickson there had a major decision. He actually had a tech fall, so that's actually a misprint there, a misspeak there. The Iowa State duel, Troy Spratley got a second win of the weekend to get it started at 125. Then, just like UNI, they lost their next 4 matches, and UNI was the next 3 matches against Iowa State. Next 4 matches, Reese Whitcraft lost a 9-4 decision to Evan Frost at 133. It was a very hard-fought match. 2 very good wrestlers. Tajan Jamison lost 4-1 to Jacob Frost. I'm assuming those 2 are brothers at 141. Then Carter Young lost a 4-2 decision at 149. Then Caleb Fish lost at 157 by a 4-2 decision. But, hey, we know that Oklahoma State, they have closers down the stretch. After intermission, it was absolute dominance. All 5 matches remaining, the Cowboys won. Tech falls from Dean Hamady Jr. at 174. Wyatt Hendrickson also got a tech fall at heavyweight. Dustin Plott recorded a major decision at 184. And Cameron Amin got a regular decision at 165 when it was all said and done. OSU, after getting down early like they did on Friday, comfortably won the duel 27-12. So let's get to some of the action. Troy Spratley Jr., who you're seeing on the screen here, had a great bounce back weekend. As we mentioned earlier, won both of his matches this weekend. Defeated the number 30 ranked wrestler at 125 for UNI, Trevor Anderson. That was Friday. Then he got a major decision in the match that you're seeing here. This is Ethan Perryman of Iowa State at 125. And Spratley dominant, just totally dominant in this match here. As you can see, he got behind early, gave up a couple of the first 2 takedowns of the match, actually, and then just kind of went to work and dominated the match from there. Hit a really sweet single that you saw just a minute ago at 1:15 of the second period. There's kind of a double shot by Spratley there. He turned Perryman that you saw. There's Perryman shooting in. Good defense there by Spratley. Very active, too, that you're seeing here. And then he was able to block this and then throw Perryman to the mat, eventually get behind, and that's the blocked attempt, and got his points. That moved the match score to 19-9, so a very good match for Troy Spratley. And Oklahoma State, a good weekend for him, a rebound weekend for Spratley, and his just kind of coming back and wrestling very well over the weekend. It was great to see that. Reese Whitcraft didn't wrestle on Friday, was ready to go in his duel on Sunday with about a minute to go in the first period. He got a takedown against Frost. Frost, keep in mind, the number 5 ranked wrestler of Iowa State at 133. Frost got away, made it 3-1, which is how the first period ended. But having got away so fast, Frost still had the chance to rack up some riding time in the second period, but Whitcraft did a good job of getting away, not letting Frost have any riding time there. 4-1. He got taken down. Whitcraft did with 20 seconds to go in the second period. Then got turned for back points and left the second period. Whitcraft did, trailing 8-4. Got an escape early in the third period. Ended the match 9-4. But I'll tell you what, you see the good action here. Whitcraft early on. There's the early escape. And then eventually in the second period gets taken down. Eventually loses the match. But keep in mind, Frost is a very highly ranked number 5 in the country. So this was a great opponent. It was good wrestling. Sometimes you just don't win all of your matches. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys, Reese Whitcraft at 133 did lose to a very highly ranked wrestler. And then Cameron Amin over the weekend, man, you talk about a guy who's very aggressive, won both of his matches, scored 21 points combined in both matches. So both his offense and defense were excellent. And then not only did he score 21 points combined in both matches, he gave up a total of just 6 points all weekend. You can see just how aggressive he is with his offense there. There's a sweet double leg that you're seeing right there. He just nailed that with a little over a minute to go. This is the 165 match on Sunday. Took an early 3-0 lead over Riggins at Iowa State. Again, this is at 165. He hit another takedown in the first period that you're seeing there to make the score 10-3. He was looking for one more takedown for bonus points, but couldn't get it. 11-4. So he did get the bonus point. But it was a great match, great action, excellent movement from start to finish. And so just a great match for Cameron Amin at 165 for Oklahoma State. And then Dean Hamady Jr. also had a really, really nice match. Scored 36 points. Matter of fact, Dean Hamady Jr. had just a ridiculous weekend. 36 points over the weekend. Won both matches by a combined score of 36-8. And keep in mind, the wrestler you're seeing right here is, you can see it on your screen, he is the number 23 ranked wrestler at his weight. And so Dean Hamady Jr. has that number 3 ranking for a reason. Hit a single leg early in the match against Gayton of Iowa State. He took a quick 3-0 lead at 174. Hit another single with a minute to go in the first period. Turned Gayton. Got near fall points that you're seeing there. And when it was said and done, he had a 10-1 lead. He hit another low single in the second period. That moved the score to 13-3. He cut Gayton, took him down again, made the score 16-4, and got the tech fall. What a great match. What a great weekend for Dean Hamady Jr. No doubt about that. Great wrestling by him. And then Dustin Plott lost Friday to the number 2 ranked wrestler at 184. Okay, hey, there's no shame in that, no doubt. And then rebounded in this match you're seeing here on Sunday by beating Evan Brockman. Brockman came in number 12, and he beat Brockman by a major decision at 11-2. He had an early takedown that you just saw a minute ago at 184, and then hit another single leg in the second period. Got the score to 7-0 in the match. Rode Brockman for a minute 32, which was great. Anytime you get that 1 point, you have that 1 point in your back pocket. It's just kind of relieving to know that you have that. So the only real drama of the third period for Dustin Plott was whether he could get the major decision, and he was able to when he blocked a shot from Bachman, got behind, took a 10-2 lead, which with the riding time we mentioned a minute ago became 11-2. So the major decision, great job, Dustin Plott, who had a good weekend of wrestling. And then Luke Serber, what more can you say about his ability to just scramble? I mean, watch this, a shot here, and then you end up in a scramble, not exactly sure where it's going to head. I'm not right there. See, not sure there's a better wrestler in the country that's better at scrambling, not only just not giving up points, but actually scoring points than Luke Serber. That just goes to show the grit and toughness. And he got the takedown there out of a scramble to take a 3-0 lead at 197 over Bartelt of Iowa State. He then shot a single, and another thing Serber does, he just keeps working his moves he kept working his move, racked up 52 seconds of riding time, and then rode Bartelt quite a bit in the second period, cut him with about a minute 46 left, had plenty of riding time racked up. The match was 3-2 at the time, but because of riding time, because the third period, Serber was going to start in the down position, you figure he's going to escape. You figure he's going to get the point for the for the riding time as well. So although the match on the scoreboard looked 3-2, in essence it was 5-2, and then almost took Bartlett to his back again. Eventually won the match 7-2 off of another takedown. So a good weekend for Luke Serber, a good match on Sunday afternoon. And then what more can you say about Wyatt Hendrickson? I mean, it just doesn't take a whole long time. Look at that double leg. I mean, my God, and the athletic ability. I mean, he's just, I couldn't believe that his opponent here at heavyweight was actually able to get out of this. But Herrera is the opponent there, Daniel Herrera for Iowa State, young man from the West Coast. So Hendrickson got another quick takedown, a near pin in the first period, got back points, took down Herrera again for back points, eventually got the tech fall to finish the match in style. So a great weekend of wrestling for Oklahoma State. And again, this is a team that continues to rock and roll. So, hey, man, let's fill up Gallagher-Iba Arena every chance that we get to watch these guys, because this is a special group that Oklahoma State has going, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So congratulations on a great weekend for the Oklahoma State wrestlers, who stay undefeated in dual action this year.